Hello everyone, and welcome back to the final episode of Death and Taxes. And I call it the final episode because we've only got 5 days to go. So, let's jump straight in. This one might be a little bit of a shorter episode or a longer episode. I don't know what happens at the end of the game, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, here we go. Crazed volunteer turns violent in a retirement home, is nowhere safe anymore. Recent Omega virus cure, hopes dashed after treatments judged ineffective. Bowling ball flies off the fingers of a very drunken doctor, crushes foot of colleague. Research suggests effective genetic engineering still decades away. Corpse-stealing doctor found dead, neck snapped. It's alive, a monstrosity seen lurking around the back alleys of Cosmopolis City. Television preacher calls upon the end times as deadly virus, officially pronounced as a pandemic. The living corpse is real, and here to eat your children. Man, things couldn't have gone worse. We've only got 4 days to go, sorry, not 5. The virus does not seem to be fatal on its own, but it seems to make people terribly aggressive towards each other. A true apocalypse. Quota for the day: 6 humans have to die. Steel yourself. Fate. 6. 1 gets to live. Let's make our easy piles, and that'll do actually. What do we got? Dar Ashley, 49, teacher. Dar is a homeschooling veteran, with their pupils mostly being from the elite of society. They feel very comfortable with teaching and will likely continue to do so until retirement. They've always wanted children of their own, but never found the time or effort to go down that path. Feels. Lenny Kuski, 41, movie director, a notorious filmmaker made famous by the Blam Blam 6 series. Lenny is enjoying their fame and fortune on a private resort outside Cosmopolis City. They feel as though they are really touching people with their work and consider expanding the series into a franchise of its own. Ludo Alanafi, 31, homeless and unemployed. Damn, dude. A few years ago, Ludo fell into hard times. They tried their best to claw back into society, but failed. Recently, they've been going to job interviews again as the market is looking for fresh recruits after a series of sudden outbreaks of disease. Oh man, got all of this hope and shit. Bjorn has been unemployed for nearly a decade. After many failed job applications, they lost motivation to try again. To pass time, Bjorn has started obsessively watching rom-coms, even quoting them in random conversations. Sorry, buddy, but you're not the one to live. In fact, Ludo is the one that wants to try again. So, he's in the maybe pile. Jackie has been a devout ever since... Oh, televangelist, God. Jackie has been a devout ever since their faith saved them from wicked criminal ways. Or you could have just not been a criminal. They've since moved into legal ways of amassing a wide group of followers and fortune as a televangelist. Die, 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 die. Whoops. No mistakes there. Fucking hate televangelists. The worst. Cure you of frickin' pandemics through the TV. That was my way of not saying it. Morgue assistant. Yonaldo Pef. What a great name. 52. No one truly knows how the fall from grace of Yonaldo Pef began. Once upon a time they lived a heroic life, so it is said, but such grand deeds are now a thing of the past. These days they work as a post-middle-aged assistant in a morgue. That is depressing. Oh god. Adapa the First. Alive or dead. This undead creation of Manuel Castellan Usually hides either in the sewers of Cosmopolis City or in a cabin at the surrounding forests. They're eloquent and always interested in discussing existential philosophy, ideas surrounding life and death for obvious reasons. Oh man, I gotta do this. Unemployed monstrosity. Dead. Sorry, buddy. You had hope and everything, but you're not a monstrosity. You get a skull, and you, everybody dies! Except the guy who's obviously gonna kill more people. Alright, come on.
Psst. Hey, what, pray tell, happened to the world?
It's fucked? I don't know.
Sure you do. It's the culmination of all your choices. Do you know the story of the Wyvern and the Prince Consort?
No.
Of course you do. A young, quick-witted Prince Consort was once kidnapped by a Wyvern. Using their gift of charm, they tried to alter the ways of the Wyvern in order to save their lands. Soon, the beast and the prince found resonating ideas and ambitions. They molded the land in rather inept ways, whilst thwarting attempts of rescue by the queen. Then the Wyvern, tired of the desolation, ate the prince and flew away.
Am I the queen?
Yes.
You would have answered yes to any of those.
Yes. It doesn't matter if your mistakes were countless or few, as long as you learn the lesson. We are thankful of our time together, even as it's quickly running out. It'll be pretty horrible from here on out.
Lovely. Well. I didn't expect to get an achievement for that, but we might as well finish the game as the Reaper we're meant to be.
Grim, I find myself at an impasse. Lend me your thoughts.
Very well.
Should my prose be more experimental? Or should I stick to traditional narrative techniques?
Experimental, for sure.
Grand, yes. The exploratory aspect can lead me across the boundary. You are still here, Grim? I guess you want to talk about work instead?
Well, that is why I'm here, and why I come every day.
Oh, fine. Let us take a look at the situation. My, so much chaos. Pain and suffering are off the charts.
Yeah.
What is... wow. Reanimated corpses running around consuming the flesh of other humans? They are unstoppable, brutal death machines. Astounding.
Indeed.
And it all stems from a singular patient zero, Caleb Sadi Rondeau. Sometimes it takes but a small nudge.
Indeed.
What can I say? Things do not seem to be going well at all.
I can't seem to make a difference.
Are you sure you are trying hard enough?
I don't think no is an answer anyone would pick.
What is done is done. These are the consequences you must live with, while you still live.
I should probably have killed that zombie.
Off to work, Grim. Certainly you have no time to waste now.
Indeed.
How many times have we met? I've lost all count.
Damn, I can almost afford that fidget spinner. Damn, we're getting close to the end. Come on, man. You freaking serious? Get in there. Teacher found dead at McAlbert Mansion. McAlbert's dynasty's younger generation held as main suspects. Famous preacher dies during marathon session. Heart attack as suspected cause. Televangelist legend leaves massive fortune to their devout followers as death wish on live TV. Modern classic filmmaker accidentally killed by a housemaid in apparent sexual harassment attempt. Traffic accidents see sharp rise as average driver behavior increasingly erratic. Medical scene on alert as examiner dies from unknown disease caught in the morgue. Oh, the irony. Morgue worker with 20 years of experience find themselves on a cold slab. A dapper, the possibly undead, comes out of hiding and enrolls in Central Cosmopolis University. Odd corpse person inspires new ideas about tissue damage and flesh regeneration. Entire Cosmopolis city in quarantine. Please do not leave your homes. I hope you read this post-haste. The virus crisis is at its apex. Surviving humans are subjected to intense quarantine, but some cities still remain inhabited and functional. Deal with them. 2 humans have to die. The future is grim. Fate. Grim fate. Really should have let Grim play this game. Damn it. And we killed Ark. Rio has been aggressively advocating for a new radical policy which completely eliminates all taxes. Any and all vocal opponents are mercilessly mocked. I mean, what did taxes ever do to us anyway? That sounds libertarian to me, and I am not a libertarian. I like roads and functioning infrastructure, thank you very much. Lieutenant General Ismo Gustav has served their country with respect and admiration. They are currently tasked with containing the massive viral epidemic, recently dubbed the White Death, as Cosmopolis City falls apart. They stay vigilant in upholding their duty, whatever means necessary. A monk. Frederick spends all their days in the monastery writing manuscripts by hand. Although the printing press was invented centuries ago, they insist that texts written by hand are the most pure. That was an easy day.
Hello, Grim. I have been absorbed in my work. Tell me, how goes it out there in the wilds?
It's just probably spiraling out of control.
Fate unconstrained, with nothing to stop it. Seems a terrible power, yes?
Indeed.
Wild bands of animated corpses roaming the streets, attempting to break through the barriers of the survivors' compounds. My, it truly looks like the end. I am giddy with anticipation.
Maybe I can still find a way.
All seems to be outside our timid grasp already. Goodness, look at the time, Grim. Precious moments wasted. Enjoy your night.
I will try. Good night, boss.
Ever wonder if there's a way to do things differently?
I do. Getting me that damn
Well,
fidget
blow me
spinner.
down, lad. 'Tis the arcane fibbledy scoop of some wizard whose name I ne'er got. All clicks and crackles and bibbles and bops. Found it scale in a tower, used as a rat trap. The wee buggers couldn't get enough of it. Playing so hard they forgot about frivolous things, like food or sleep. 'Tis a remedy for restless fingers and idle hands.
Indeed. Is this the final day? Nope, there's 2 days left. Good. Come on, there's gotta be an achievement. Yeah, there it is. In you go. Alright, what do we got? Entire Cosmopolis city in quarantine. Please do not leave your homes. All citizens ordered to stay in containment areas. All citizens required to move to designated control areas. Apocalypse now. Unbeknownst to themselves, human society has finally collapsed. Whatever normacy and humanity was left in the world is now swiftly fading. Quote for the day, the few remaining humans have to die. Rico has built a fully automated spam bot, sending thousands of emails a day offering people riches beyond their wildest dreams, only if they share their credit card information fast. It's a numbers game, so they succeed from time to time. Die. Archibald, the leader of the free world, went into the election race promising to funnel more money into healthcare and to tackle ethical problems within the pharmaceutical industry. Now they orbit over Cosmopolis City in their presidential aircraft accompanied by their twin brother, Gothard, completely clueless about what happened and why. Why are presidents so frickin' old, by the way? Like, age doesn't make you smart. Some of the stupidest motherfuckers in the world are old as fuck. Alright, alright. Kill them both. Go against the grain. I mean, he's there for healthcare, problems with the pharmaceutical industry. Doesn't seem like a bad dude. Let's let him live. Fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Let's go get our $0.
You've done well, Grand Reaper.
We both know that's not true.
Yeah, wasn't believable at all. We lack the imagination to pretend this is a world where you were competent. So, what comes next?
You're so chatty, so tell me how to fix it.
Too late. Unless you cobble together a bit of temporal manipulation. Hop over to a different reality and do better. That'd really be something.
I'm uncomfortable with the idea of multiple dimensions.
I'm sure multiple dimensions are uncomfortable with the idea of you as well.
Rude.
Go on, oddball. Nothing else to wait for.
I don't think this is fine.
Swallow the bitter taste of regret when the only way is forward. We've reached the end. In general, I mean. Not with us. We will never leave you.
How annoying.
As long as there is a you, there will be us. Until the next round.
It is growing quieter, Grim. Not much left now.
No,
The
nothing.
last day beckons. Whatever will it bring? Ravenous corpses still roam around, searching for the final survivors. Once finished, they will also slowly perish. Not a trace remains. Ah, there could be some sort of a metaphor for gluttony in this. Anyway, and crucially, my book is nearing completion. Far beyond
Cool.
freezing, my friend. It nears absolute zero. Leave me to my grand labor, Grim. Tomorrow we shall deal with the final matters of this office.
I look forward to it. Good night, Fate. Ah, yes, the final day. All citizens subject to curfew proceed immediately to your designated control area. Please remain calm, we have the best solution for everyone. Feel the night creep inside our bones. Let us stop and wait until we freeze together. Hello, Grim. We have come to it at last. Only one choice left to make. The last human must die. The end is nigh. Fate. One last living entity stumbling across an endless wasteland, drawing their final breath. If she is the final human, there is no one else. Or maybe she is hope. They say two things are inevitable. Death and taxes. But life finds a way. I'm gonna get in trouble for this.
The last day, Grim. The last choice. So, how did you choose?
Spared. A final act of defiance.
As you wish. It does not matter. One human is not enough to save the species, after all. But we ought not prolong the suffering of the last one. No need for such cruelty.
What went wrong? I still don't get it for some reason.
Really, Grim? Honestly, this is not like rocket science. It should seem fairly obvious I caused the end times, yes?
Yes.
The great dying is by my design. It is true, I do not love humanity, not a bit.
Rude.
But why, you ask?
I didn't, but go ahead.
I have grown tired of it all. This tedious existence. These humans. The endless tirade of death. It is all meaningless, you see. An endless loop of monotony that I cannot escape. That we cannot escape. Do you know how long I have been doing this? I barely remember myself. I am exhausted and sick of it all. I wish to stop, but no one can leave until the job is done. But if the great dying claimed them all, then I could be free and claim the rest I deserve. So, I helped the great dying along, piece by piece.
I figured.
No need for an equilibrium. This office will not be necessary, and we can all fade away.
Total annihilation because you feel bad. Wow, that's some egotism. And I was your trusted minion.
And performed admirably. Off you go, Grim. Do what you wish with these final hours. We will not be meeting again.
I assume society's falling, mankind succumbing to its innate flaws. Humanity wiped out. As you powerlessly wait to fade away.
Fellow traveler, that was fun, wasn't it? The choices, the excitement. Admittedly, ye did largely screw everything up. The world is in shambles and all. Can't really change that. But I can offer a new cycle. A turn of the hourglass, and ye shall be set upon a path in a fresh timeline. A parallel world, so to speak. There ye will again find every friend and enemy, hope and error. Knowledge and loot will remain, of course. Otherwise, 'tis the eternal recurrence of all things.
A new chance. We will go for the end. We will let the composer live. We will let the writer live. Cute picture. The cheerful lead of Death and Taxes makes a lot of the goodest art for the game as well. They really love cats. Meow, 100% yositivity, 0% nositivity. You live as well. The Robot Master. Meager talent. In their spare time, they read a lot of books and write poetry. Good for you, Marcus. I'm loving these credits, by the way. Martin, a perceptually surly writer of words, phrases, sentences, and paragraphs. Often annoyed by everything and everyone. No sense of humor, 100% grump. You live! Ott Mattis Ozolt. What a great name. The actual professional game developer and programmer with years of experience working in the very depths of the industry. They are always broken in a variety of unbelievable ways. In case of bugs, contact and blame Ott. They once beeped so hard they booped. You get to live, Ott. Raider, a talented artist who created much of the stylish visuals for the game. Gaze upon their concept and line artistry and despair. I mean, enjoy, savor, appreciate, and live. Douglas, the gracious actor who had to voice an endless supply of lines some thoughtless writers wrote down, and also known as the voice of fate, one of whose performance is immaculate. Until he died. I'm just kidding. Isaac Wells, an actor of many talents, a big-hearted Samaritan, and an engine of perseverance. Also the voice of Mortimer. Yar, shiver me timbers. The voice of conscience. That little bit inside your head telling you to do things, for better or worse. Bonnie Bagovich is an audio designer, singer, voice actor, and much more. What can't Bonnie do? Die, apparently, because she gets to live. Thank you for your help and support. Aww. And all the wonderful people talking about our game. Man, that was a really fun time, even though we had a zombie apocalypse, which pretty sure I caused by letting that one zombie guy live when I probably should have killed him right then and there and called it a day, but you know. The interesting thing is I know there's different endings to the game, but I'm probably just going to leave it and play those off screen. But this was fun, even though it ended in total shambles and the death of all humanity. I was such a good Reaper. In my defense, though, I was doing fine until my egotistical boss decided to piss and moan, essentially. Fate ruined everything. I kept it chugging along, and I did try to spare the last human. Oh well, what can we do? But I'm going to call that a series here. If you guys like what you saw, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell to stay up to date with episodes, and until the next series of whatever we're going to play, you've been watching DudeGoBack, and I've been Shadorian. Thanks for watching, everyone.